In this video, I'm going to show you how to create events on your calendars and add attachments to those events. So you need to be logged into your Google Calendar app. So go ahead and log into your Google account and then go to Calendars. Looking at your calendar, you can view it by day, week, month. You can look at a 4-day or you can look at an agenda. So as events get added, they're going to show in the agenda view. So let's say that I want to add some events for the first week of school, possibly. So I'm going to go to the first week of school, and to add events, it's really easy if you're on your computer. All you have to do is click and drag. So I can either click to add an all-day event up here at the top, or if I want something to happen during the day, I can actually click and drag to create the event. Once I drag and let go of my mouse pointer, I can add in my information. So let's say first day of school activities. I can choose which calendar it gets added to. So right now by default, it's always going to go to my default calendar. So this is for my English 1. If I want to edit the event, if it happens from 6 to 2:30, I can simply click create and my event has been added. If I wanted to add it as an all-day event, I would do it up here at the top. So I just click first day of school. Let's say I want to add that to my English 2 calendar and just create the event. So now I have an event on my English 2 calendar and an event on my English 1 calendar. I can edit these events by clicking on them. It's going to bring me to the edit screen where I can change the time. I can make it an all-day event now instead. I can actually make it repeat. So let's say every single Friday we have a vocabulary quiz. So I could go in here and actually change this maybe to my vocabulary quiz. I choose repeat. I can say let's repeat it every Friday, every week, repeats weekly, every week on Friday, starts on the 25th. I can say it never ends, or I can say it ends on a specific date. So if I wanted to go all the way to the end of the school year, I can simply choose June 5th, click done. So now it's going to repeat every single week. If I have an attachment that I want to add, I may want to put a description in. I can add an attachment. This attachment can either come from my drive or it could come from something I upload. So my drive is actually your Google Drive. So anything that's in your Google Drive account is going to show up. So I can actually, this is a form. I could link to the form. I could link to a spreadsheet, a rubric. I could link to a website. I can click upload and I can select from my computer. So I can upload a PDF maybe and choose upload, and it's going to upload that document. So now that's attached to my event. Again, make sure that guests have permission to access the attached file. So if it's a file on your Google Drive, make sure that anybody with the link is what the share settings are set as. You can change the event color, you can change the reminder, and then you can leave this as default. So then I'm going to click save, and now that event's going to switch to Friday, and if I go into the future, it'll see every single Friday. If I go to month view, every Friday it shows a vocabulary quiz on my English 1 calendar. Now let's say maybe I have a vocabulary quiz in English 1 and in English 2. So I've already made those changes for the vocabulary for English 1. I can click on the event, go to edit event. Right up here at the top on this drop down, I can say copy to, or I can duplicate the event. What you're going to want to do is copy to the other calendar. So now the calendar is changed down here. Everything else I've put in stays the same. I click save, and now I have the vocabulary quiz assignment all the way through June, the end of school. So again, if I want to add an event, if I'm in month view, if I just tab, it's going to do an all-day event by default. Make sure you choose the correct calendar. If you choose the wrong calendar, it's okay, because I can again always come back to edit the event and under calendar change the calendar. So let's say that happens in English 1 instead. I can click save. So this is going to be a really great way for you to keep track of assignments and to share them with students for them to be able to access. So this was creating and editing calendar events in your Google Calendar.